Hi everybody, it's Barb and Marianne here from Ripple of Kindness, and we are doing a little bit of a community spotlight. We wanted to reach out to everybody and let them know how local charities in our community are doing during COVID. So we wanted to just feature spotlights on either past recipients of our donations or those who have been nominated, and just find out how they're coping during these crazy times.
So we're here at Hospice Simcoe today with Kelly Hubbard, who's the Executive Director of Hospice. She's also a lovely Ripple member. We're very thrilled to have her. So Hospice was the recipient of one of our donations, March 2017. At the time we had about 160 women and we donated over $33,000. That was, at that point we were donating twice a year, 200 twice a year. Once our membership got over 200, we decided that we needed to split it between more charities to reach out to more local charities. So Kelly, how is COVID affecting hospice in all the different levels of COVID?
I would say COVID is impacting our residents and our clients probably the most, having the largest impact on that. Our staff has been incredible in regards to pivoting. We have gone from no face-to-face visits in our community to now doing everything virtually. So we have pivoted very quickly, doing groups via Zoom, doing in-person visits via Zoom, like face-to-face. So the bereavement and client groups in the community are still being served and still being supported, just in a very different way. So
yeah, I did one of the meditations online. It was great.
We have done
really
meditation,
yeah.
we have done yoga, there's been lots of group work going on in the community, so that's been very, very good. However, clients are still feeling, socially isolated, so we're doing the best we can to bring down that barrier and to see them via Zoom and so on and so forth. The residence has been a bit of a rougher go, I would say. We had to really restrict visitors in the very beginning, like no visitors. So you can imagine if your loved one is dying, it's very difficult to do that alone and journey alone to do that. So our visitor restrictions were really tight. We are now loosening up those visitor restrictions. So now we're having a couple of visitors in at a time per room. We're having up to 4 to 5 people here per client. So our occupancy rate has gone back up to normal, and people are dying well, and people have been very appreciative to be able to have a visit. And we've done lots of window visits, and we also have iPads and doing lots of virtual.
I did see that online, which
so,
is fantastic.
So that is beautiful. We're just trying to, go with what we can do, following ministry guidelines, public health support, so on and so forth. And it's been challenging on staff. We sent all of our staff home, mid-March. And except for the clinical team that is here, so everybody's been working virtually. We've been having regular team meetings and trying to have a bit of fun on the side and still connect, having lots of touch bases by Zoom. So
that must be hard because some of your employees are probably single and alone.
They are single and alone, and those are the ones that I worry about the most, being completely socially isolated. But we acknowledge that. We've had our group cries and our group laughs and our group supports, and as a team, I think it's brought us closer in many ways.
Well, thank God for technology to be able to bring you closer together, because if you didn't have that to connect you, it would be a world that you would be scrambling to try and struggle through. So
Yeah, so thank goodness that even the age group within the team, they're all, tech savvy as well. So actually the some of the staff have been the ones that have been they have been the ones that have been pushing more and more technology, so which has been beautiful actually. So it's worked out really well that way. So now we're starting to introduce them to come back a little bit. So we're going to try to have our team back in house to minimal. We're still doing most of everything virtually because that's the safest, but we are bringing in like a day a week or something like that, but to help out.
And how's it affected your donations?
Donations, it's been actually quite incredible. Just in the month of April, our donations were down to 71%.
Down by
71% from April of last year. So that's a significant decrease. However, the world was just very unsettled. So we get that, we understand that. So we're hoping that as people, May was a better month. We had to postpone, though we didn't do our hike, so we're going to do that virtually in the fall. Dish for Hospice, we're going to try to have that here in June and see how it goes as restaurants are starting to open up and we can do some takeout. Golf will not be happening. We just have to do it in a
like
different
what we're
way.
doing here now.
Yeah.
This is
That's
something
right.
that Barb and I never thought we would find ourselves doing, but we found that there was such a need in the community to get the word out that organizations are struggling and people need to know that. So it's important for us to get out and make sure that we give everybody a platform to be able to let everybody out there know that this is what's happening.
And we've applied for several grants, you know, through the Community Foundation, for United Way. The federal government has some things that we can, you know, for rent relief. We closed our Belfort location. We're just not going to use it. There's just no need to use it right now. So we're trying to cut costs as much as possible. So we become very, very lean on any type of spending. And we're really just hoping that by the end of the year, you know, things will come around again and we'll be able to make up some of that. I will say we have been a good organization in regards to having some reserves or backup. We've had a good business plan and been able to put some money sort of in the bank for these type of extenuating circumstances. So we're fortunate that we do have a little bit of a reserve that we can use if needed. However, it's not a long, it won't last us for very long. So this thing can't go on for a long, long time.
It can't, for many reasons.
For many reasons, this can't you know, go on. But
I think every event in 2021 will be sold out.
Yes.
We'll all
I
be
hope
wanting
so.
to go.
Yes, we will.
Right?
I hope so.
And we're going to buy 100 dresses to go.
Yeah.
I know. It'll be, so we're just hoping that, you know, things come together. I have been extremely honest with staff. I've been as honest as I possibly can. We're in for a long haul. I truly believe we're in for a long haul, so I haven't cushioned any of the messaging. It's been, I think we're in for probably 3 years. This will not go away. Research is showing that immunization will not be ready for that. It will be disseminated in our population. So,
It'll be the peaks and valleys.
it'll be the peaks and valleys. Yeah. So right now
we'll be
we're
let out and then we'll be
let out.
isolated.
Yeah.
And
So this dynamic sort of public health ebbs and flows as they start to increase cases in the community. They'll tighten us up. Not even so much that they increase the cases in the community, but once our hospitals get to capacity that they can't serve.
Yes.
Right.
So all the hospitals have had time. We've had the graciousness of time.
And that's why they said that they've
To
released
increase.
loosened the
Loosened.
guidelines
Because
they have
hospitals-
capacity.
They have capacity. So
Right.
I think once that hospital capacity starts to peak, then they'll pull us
Then
in.
they'll pull us in.
And then we'll
Yeah,
wait
it'll
till
be
that
an ebb and
subsides.
flow.
They'll
Yeah.
let us out
Yeah.
until the hospital peaks, until it takes a couple of years to get our immunization,
Right.
and then we'll go from there. But anyway, so we're sort of trying to prepare. The decisions we make today has to be sustainable for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So how can the community help you? Like, do you have a wish list? What does that look like right now? For drop-offs, or is it mostly financial?
It's financial.
Probably,
Yeah. For example, we spent $18,000 just in the last week of March just to buy 7,500 masks, gloves, gowns. Everybody's on isolation, the residents, so the nurses are wearing full PPE for a minimum of 14 days. And we're at full capacity. So we sort of eat through or chew up a lot of PPE, which we have to.
Yeah.
And it's, the prices are not cheap. It's about $1 a mask. So just as an example. So
And do they wear a mask a day, a mask a week? How does that work?
the nurses are wearing, they get up to 2 masks a day.
Do you go through that a lot?
Yeah, so when there's 3, 4, like there's 5 staff that need to wear a mask, because our custodian needs to wear a mask,
Right.
and so does our spiritual care coordinator, who's in the room. So there's a minimum of 5 people. That's just day shift, and then of course there's night shift.
That's
So
a lot
it's a lot of
PPE.
masks. It's a
Yeah.
lot of
For
stuff.
sure.
It's a lot of gloves. A lot of.
So how can people reach you? Like, how can they get to you so then that way they can either provide you with financial donations or
Yeah,
see
financial
what you can
donations
do?
would be great. They can go to our website and push the donate now button. That would be lovely. They can reach out to Hospice Simcoe in many ways, but just be aware. I think awareness is good that, what is going on. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We have a great marketing and communications person that, keeps the community up to date and apprised to
Samantha
what's
White,
going on.
who's behind the
camera. So, I think just being aware of what is going on in your community, and that we're here, we're providing service, we're doing the best we can, and ebbing and flowing, and adjusting our rules as we can.
And what's your website?
www.hospicesimcoe.ca.
And just like the Ripple donations, everybody donates 100 and together it's 33,000.
Yeah.
So every little bit
Every little bit
helps.
helps, exactly.
Oh my goodness,
Ripples.
everything helps.
That's right.
Yeah, everything helps.
Well, thank you so
Well,
much,
thank you.
Kelly.
Well,
We
thank you
really
for coming.
appreciate
It was great to
Yeah.
see your face in
I know,
person.
in
We had our
person.
masks ready just in
Yeah,
case.
That's
Yeah,
right.
no.
That's
We
right.
got in, we got
Check
tucked
in.
in.
We're
Yeah.
6 feet apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, just the screening alone is,
Yeah.
well, you've seen what has to happen.
Yeah,
right? Everybody
just to
gets a
get in
temperature,
here.
a bunch
Yeah.
of questions,
Yeah.
hand hygiene,
We
physical
did go through
distancing.
quite a rigorous
Right,
screening
yeah,
before we did come
Yeah.
in,
Everybody
so
puts a mask on, so
Yeah. So
better
very-
safe than
we
sorry,
need
that's
to
for
be
sure.
safe and sorry, that's
Well,
right.
thanks so much, and
Thanks
thanks
so
everybody
much.
for tuning in.
Thanks,
Well,
everybody.
See
Take
you
care.
next week.
Yeah, take care.